Children who love to read can grow to new heights, expand their knowledge by discovering new worlds, stretch their imagination by reaching for the stars. Book It is a reading incentive program that encourages young people to read. Support your children's participation in their school's Book It program. Or to find out how to enroll their school, write to this address. When your child loves to read, almost anything can happen.
We're back for episode 2. This is great.
Wow. I know, we actually did it. People said we wouldn't get one episode. Never mind, 2. This is a true shock.
Yeah, we're blowing away everyone's expectations. The response from episode 1 has been awesome. More positive than we could have ever imagined from everybody, so.
Yeah, I definitely listened to the episode after the fact with some family, and it felt a little different, sounded a little different packaged up than it did in the editing booth, but hey, it's out there. It happened.
Hey, for 2 rookies, we did pretty good.
A for effort, well, something to build on.
Yeah. It's exciting. I love it. I know my son loves it. He keeps asking me to put it on in the car, so.
That's right. Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of my wife and daughter, but.
Yeah, we get some rad kids. Our entourage of rad kids.
Yeah. And we ride in the Radmobile.
The Radmobile. That's right. We did. We took the Radmobile out last night.
Yep.
Back from the fishing hole.
Yeah.
A good time.
Yeah. So how was that? That was was it your first time fishing or just your
No. I've definitely fished before. It's just been a while. Caught some bass. Nice bass fishing.
Yeah.
So my son caught his first fish, so he was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was a little late to the party, but went out on the freezer special.
Well, you got there in time to have a beer, so
yeah, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
And it got dark really quick once I got there, and we almost got lost out on the pond.
Yes, it did. And we definitely almost got lost in pitch black darkness. Yeah. But we made it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Cooked a hot dog on the boat.
Yeah. That's not a euphemism for anything,
No.
just to be clear.
We did. The good old red snappers up here in Maine.
The red snapper hot dogs.
Yeah, fired them up on a little grill on the boat. So.
Yeah.
And for those wondering why we call it the freezer special, it's a freezer that was converted into a boat.
That's right.
So.
But she floats.
She floats. Does its job. That's all that matters.
Yep. Good times.
Yeah. Yeah, so what are we talking about today?
Well, we're going to be talking about... Actually, hold on. I got somebody at my door. Hang on just a moment.
Oh, boy. We got interruptions. We're live.
All right. Sorry about that. I got a little hungry for some piping hot pizza. I had to place a little order.
Nice.
Delivery guy just came and brought me my own personal pan pizza.
Sweet.
That's right. After researching the topic this week, I had to, indulge a little bit with some personal pan goodness. We're going to be talking tonight about the Pizza Hut Book It program.
Gotta love it.
That's right.
Yeah, so back in my day in school, I had difficulties with reading and stuff, so I may have fudged my numbers for Book It a little bit, but...
Scandalous.
Yeah. But, you get a free pizza, personal pan pizza.
That's right.
So it all worked out. There's no legalities holding you to actually reading the books or whatever, but
No.
So for these younger generations that might not know the hype around Pizza Hut Book It, even though they're still doing it, it's not as big as it once was, I don't believe.
No, it's definitely not as big as it was when we were growing up with it.
So what was it about? Because you have all your wonderful knowledge.
I do. I've done a little bit of research here. It's research. It's not research. It's more formal that way. I've figured out how the program started and figured I'd share that with all of you tonight. So,
Yeah, please enlighten us. I have no idea how it actually started.
Yeah, you're going to come with me on a journey back to Wichita, Kansas in 1984, where Pizza Hut president Arthur Gunther and his wife are out to dinner with a man named Bud Gates. That's right, these are real people. I'm not making these names up. Bud and Arthur were out to dinner with their spouses in Wichita. And they were talking about their families, about how Gunther's kids were struggling to read. They brainstormed and came up with the idea to use pizza as motivation. And that they did. They figured, if they could make it work for their kids, they could probably work for any kid, right? So they got schools involved and figured the whole class doing it together would add a little peer pressure fueled motivation. So they met with some educators in Kansas, tested the idea out, and rolled the program out nationwide in 1985. And here's the gist of the program, right? Essentially, it boils down to read some books, get free pizza.
Nothing wrong with that. Or pretend to read and have your parents sign this slip of paper to bring to school so you get the little star on the board.
That's right.
Yeah.
So apparently, I don't recall this detail, but I guess the goals were set by each classroom teacher. It could be to read a set number of books or a set number of pages, or if somebody was learning how to read and didn't quite know how to read independently yet, they could have a goal of having books read to them by other adults and kids. And basically, you would turn your slip in. You would be given a certificate once a month from October through March, and you could redeem that slip for a personal pan pizza at your locally participating Pizza Hut restaurant. And let me tell you, when you had that slip of paper in your hand and you went home and plopped that thing on the counter at home, you looked at your parents, was like, that's right, dinner is on me.
Yeah.
You felt like a king.
Yep. It was so exciting.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about not just a pizza, Matt. A personal pan pizza.
Your own tiny 4-sliced.
Yeah. I mean, by the time they cut the thing, the slices were like the size of a postage stamp. But we were kings.
Yeah.
We loved it. Because it was ours. We earned it.
Yeah. Yeah, and for me growing up, we didn't eat out that often.
Yeah.
So it was an even bigger deal because we got to go to Pizza Hut and eat.
That's right. Yeah, we didn't eat out that much either. So it was definitely a big deal, especially if you had a sibling and you both did it. You had even more justification to talk your parents into going out to dinner because, hey, it's free for us. But come on, let's be real. They obviously had to still buy something for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
There's a reason why Pizza Hut did this, right? They're not dumb.
That and the kids fighting over dropping money in the jukeboxes that Pizza Hut had that at the time.
Oh, God, yeah.
So,
Who doesn't have fond memories of the classic Pizza Huts of the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
Just from the outside all the way in, it was just gold. I mean, the outside, you look at the building, that iconic
roof.
hut shape with the red roof, those windows in the shape of like trapezoids, very unique. They were all the same. You walk in the side door, you pass the jukebox and the claw machine, maybe one of those tabletop Pac-Man games or something. Past the takeout counter, you look over the brass railings into the dining room where you see all those tables lined up with the Tiffany lamps hanging down.
Yeah.
those red and white gingham tablecloths. Oh yeah, it paints a picture.
And don't forget the pizza bars. That
Oh
they
yeah,
had.
if you were fortunate enough, you had one in your area that had a pizza bar in the middle.
Yep.
Whew, high living right there.
Yep. But it didn't matter. We were going in there with our little slip,
You sit down.
waving it around. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and it wasn't just the slip. And you didn't just have the slip, Matt. What else did you have?
Oh, the button.
You had pinned to your chest,
Yes.
bright blue book it button. That's right. The blue circle with the white letters that said book it. It was lenticular, I think, of a book. When you turn the little pin and it would open and close the book and have a rainbow shooting out the top.
Well, if I remember correctly, there were different versions.
Oh, I'm sure there were. That's just the one I
to
remember.
entice you to keep getting them.
You're
But
probably
yeah,
right.
The holographic one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh yeah, you pin that thing and walk in proud like, oh yeah, that's right. You know why I'm here.
Yeah.
That's right, Dolores. I'm sitting in your section tonight. And you're giving me my own personal pan pizza with up to one topping. Man. Simple times right there.
Oh,
Simpler times. Didn't take much,
Nope.
you know? You sit down. Oh, you get those, you order yourself a drink. Comes in those red plastic cups. Iconic.
Fancy. Yeah.
That's right. Not to mention, I mean, they'd finally bring out your pizza, right? It would come in that 400-degree searing black pan.
Yes.
You couldn't touch it.
Why they did that, no one ever knows, but it was a personal
That's
pan
right.
pizza, so it had to come out
Yeah.
in that pan.
Yeah. There wasn't really, in retrospect, a whole lot special about that pizza.
No.
But the name of it just personal pan pizza. I mean, it just
Yeah.
had a ring to it.
Yeah.
And it's because you earned it. You felt, pride, that ownership. That is my pizza. I read Encyclopedia Brown for this thing, man. Yes. Goosebumps. I read 3 Goosebumps this month to get this pizza.
Soccer halfback. I just kept reading it over and over.
Yeah. And the old Matt Christopher sports novels.
Yes.
The kid who only hit homers. He hit homers. I got pizza. Yes. Man, we were a well-read class of fat kids. Let me tell you.
Yep.
Wasn't the healthiest initiative, but we were smarter.
Hey, we read those books. We got the pizza. This is a good time.
Yeah.
The good old days of being young and excited about something so simple.
That was a good time.
Even if you had to suck it up and read a book.
Yeah. And the best part too was if your class read the most books in your school or your grade, however it was, you got, not only did you earn your monthly pizza coupon, but at the end of the school year, your class would get a pizza party
Yep.
at lunchtime in the building. They would deliver the full-size pies to the building and you'd have a pizza party. And then you could walk in the halls with your head held high, look down on all the other classes and be like, that's right. I'm in Mrs. Jones's class and we read more books than you. Suck it. We're getting pizza.
Yeah.
You're getting that crap from the cafeteria. Those, rectangular slices that make Elios look grand. You're getting that junk. We're getting a Pizza Hut today. We're getting it. You're not. Read a book next year. Try again.
Now, did your class ever win?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you did?
That's right. Definitely. At least once.
I
I
don't
couldn't
think...
tell you exactly which year it was, but I'm quite sure I did one year. I definitely remember having a pizza party in the cafeteria at my old elementary school.
Yeah, I don't think my grade ever won my class.
Yeah, they knew you were faking it.
But I mean, I was in a small enough school that if
Yeah.
one class won, they all would have.
Oh no, there was pride.
Yeah,
There was pride.
yeah, because like anything that came to reading, like I said, I
Mhm.
think I did a book
Yeah.
report on Soccer Halfback by Matt Christopher from like second grade through probably my
Just keep
freshman year in
reading,
high school.
rinse and repeat, same thing.
I
Change
just
the date on the
recycled
front.
it. Oh yeah, yeah. I knew that book like the back of my hand.
Matt, your handwriting hasn't improved in 6 years.
Yeah, still hasn't. But yeah. So anything that came down to reading, I did what I had to for the Pizza Hut book it, but other than that, like, I didn't really care about reading. I still don't. I hate reading to this day, but
I guess the program failed you. That's sad.
it didn't fail me. I failed it.
Ooh, you failed it.
Yes. I let Pizza Hut down.
Oh my God. Well, the good news is the program is still going strong. As rad dads, we have rad kids who I didn't know that this program was still going on. But now I know, and I got to tell you, I'm excited to get my kids hooked up with this.
Yeah, so I didn't know it was going on either. And apparently, there's at least a half dozen other similar programs by other companies. Yes. Yep. So, Books A Million.
Yep.
They have their summer reading adventure.
Okay.
Where a child reads any 4 books from the summer reading adventure, and they receive a free drawstring backpack.
Well, I mean, it's not pizza, but hey, it's something. That's good.
Yeah, and then Barnes & Nobles has Book Your Summer. Read 8 books, log the name and favorite part of the book in your journal, and receive a free book. Teens and adults can participate in the program.
Well, how about that?
Chipotle has Reading is Fundamentally Delicious. This program is for groups, teachers, and homeschool co-ops.
Well, that's a good program because now you can be well-read and have explosive diarrhea at the same time. And honestly, really, what better way to pass the time while you're on the pot, following your Chipotle, than to have a good book?
Yeah.
Really go hand in hand.
Yeah. And then Chuck E. Cheese has rewards. You download the Reading Rewards calendar. Your child reads a book a day for 2 weeks, earning them 10 free play points.
Where is there still a Chuck E. Cheese? I didn't know those were still around.
This could be an old list, but I believe there is one in Massachusetts. We drove by it when we were down in Tewksbury.
Well, there you go. So,
and then In-N-Out has Cover to Cover.
You could read your books animal style.
Junie B. Jones Kids Reading Club. There's some sports teams that have reading programs. The Oakland A's have Home Run Readers. Philadelphia Phillies has Fanatic About Reading. Portland Trailblazers Reading Challenge. And the USPBL has a reading program.
I know the Boston Bruins do as well. My son did that 1 year.
Okay.
Yep.
This is not an exhaustive list. This is just one that I saw. Scholastic has Readapalooza.
Oh.
Log the minutes your child reads online and will be able to participate in a world record challenge, as well as earn digital prizes. Six Flags has Read to Succeed, where children who complete 6 hours of recreational reading earn a free ticket to Six Flags. Those are just some of them. It's not an exhaustive list, but I was surprised that
it's caught on.
Book It had some real competition.
You know you're a success when you get that many copycats coming out there. Well, what's interesting is the program has just celebrated its 40th anniversary. So it has impacted an estimated 65 million Americans, which is 1 in 5 current Americans. That's impressive.
That's good. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, Pizza Hut.
Pretty crazy. And I also saw that parents with students in pre-K through grade 6 can enroll in Camp Book It over the summer. So you don't even have to be in school. So parents can sign up for free to enroll their kids to read books in June, July, and August. And kids can earn Book It over the summer, right from home. Pretty interesting. I didn't know they did that. I would have done that this summer.
Yeah.
Good to know. A little late now, but good to know for next year.
Still time, isn't there? No, we can still do it.
Oh, it's still August, right? Yeah. Yeah, we get a couple days.
Yeah.
Book it. Man.
Who would have thought, we're in our 40s
That's right.
and we're talking about Book It. When I was a kid, I didn't want to talk about Book It then.
Yeah.
And now here I am.
I don't know, 10 years ago, I probably forgot about
broadcasting
it.
to the world.
And then it's like, all of a sudden it comes back to you and you go, oh my God, yes. I remember that. That was amazing.
Book It.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a few fun facts about Book It. Similar to episode 1. Those
Nice.
interesting fun facts about the Oregon Trail. I decided I had to keep that going. Come up with a few fun facts about Book It and Pizza Hut.
We're going to have to come up with a cool little name for Sean's Fun Facts.
Yeah, we really do. We got to come up with a better name for the segment and maybe some intro music or some kind of sound effect, some kind of drop.
Yeah, so any of our fans out there, if you have any ideas on what we should call this segment, please, write us at tworaddads@outlook.com or shoot us a message on Instagram or Facebook.
So first one, 75% of kids who participated in the program exceeded their reading goals. Now, based on what Matt said, that does lead me to believe maybe that's a little inflated.
At least from my perspective, it is. But
yeah. I mean, 75% of kids reported exceeding their goals,
hey,
I suppose.
You know what? They're learning to play the game. So they came out
business
on head.
skills.
Yep.
Yeah. So after its first full year, the program cost Pizza Hut $50 million in pizza and another $2.7 million in printed materials. That was just after that first successful year. It's pretty impressive. That's a lot of money. But the way I look at it is like, yeah, that seems like a lot of money. But those kids didn't go to Pizza Hut by themselves. They had hungry parents and siblings along for the ride.
So
ordering a full-size pizza.
$50 million in
worth of pizza.
What were those?
1984, 85
in 6-inch pizzas.
Yeah. Well, you figure each pizza's a few bucks, right?
And then you add the pizza parties.
Yeah, that's true. Every school, right?
That's probably where the main cost came in.
Yeah. The pizza parties too.
Because those 6-inch pizzas can't cost them more than $1.
Well, I'm wondering if that figure is what they would charge and not their cost.
Oh, yeah, could be.
That's also possible.
Yeah.
But my point being, it seems like a lot of money. Yeah. But they made more than that.
Yeah.
They probably made threefold just on parents coming with their kids, buying a full size, a medium meat lovers or something at the same time. And, obviously you're going to get some of those breadsticks.
I think they lost more money on the all-you-can-eat pizza bar.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah.
And my final fast fact. No, my final fun fact.
Now, everyone's going to write in and be like, oh, Sean's fast facts.
So my last fun fact is that in 1988, Book It was featured on an episode of the TV show Small Wonder. Do you remember that show? I vaguely remember it.
I do not.
It had like a robot girl or something, or she was some sort of animatronic or robot. It was a teenage girl who was not a human. That's kind of the gist of it. But her class participated in the program, and in true 80s style, one of the students created a hip-hop book report comparing Robin Hood to Mr. T. So there you go. I'd like to hear that.
Robin Hood to Mr. T.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to have to find the audio clip on that one.
Oh yeah, the storyline revolves around Vicky, an acronym for Voice Input Child Identicant.
I want to say she was a robot, essentially.
Yeah, she's an android in the form of a
She looked like a
10-year-old
young
girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that
Vicky
show.
was built by Ted Lawson, an engineer, inventor for United Robotronics.
Yeah.
In an effort to assist handicapped children, Lawson takes the robot home so it can mature within a family environment. Vicky's features include superhuman strength and speed, an AC outlet under her right arm.
That's right.
I
remember the
port
speed
under
now that
her
you say
left
that. Yeah.
arm.
She was very. I almost said she was very robotic, but she was very cold. Stoic. Yeah, but not in a bad way. It's kind of funny because she was very deadpan, but not meaning to be. Yeah. It was an interesting show. I did not watch the whole series or anything like that, but I definitely do remember this show.
It was Tiffany Brissett.
Yeah.
It was Vicky.
There you go. Perhaps there's some listeners out there going, "Oh my God, I remember that show. I used to love that show."
Sorry, I'm just looking up Tiffany Brissett's IMDb.
Yeah.
She was in the Ewok Adventure in 1984. She was in 3 episodes of Webster as Kathy. She did 1 episode of New Love American Style. Oh, she was the voice of a safety tips officer in The Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another good one.
Yeah.
She did 96 episodes of Small Wonder. She did 2 episodes. She was nominated for 5 awards, for Young Artist Awards, in 85, 86, 87, 89, and 90. Never won, but she was nominated.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole, but that's okay.
Hi, I'm Noah, one of the rad kids, here with this week's trivia. Brothers Dan and Frank Carney opened the first Pizza Hut in Wichita, Kansas, in May of 1958, while they were still students at Wichita State University. They found early success, and within a year, they were operating 6 locations. When one successful store manager graduated in 1964, they tried talking him into staying on and becoming a franchisee. Instead, he ultimately decided to take a job at a small college in Nebraska as an assistant football coach. So here's your question. What Super Bowl winning coach and Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee almost chose pizza over pigskin?
Well, it doesn't appear to be anything in the mailbag today. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we get some messages before episode 3. That'd be nice. Get some feedback from the people.
I think everyone was just in shock that we actually released episode 1. So we just got to let it, sink in a little bit. And now that episode 2 is getting released, I think now we're going to start gaining some traction. And
we've definitely gotten some text messages and some in-person comments from people. That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely we're definitely looking for some feedback. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. What was there a topic you want us to cover? That'd be good to know. You've got some feedback about the Oregon Trail or something about Pizza Hut, personal anecdote you want to share? Throw us a line.
Yeah, and if we get enough comments and messages and stuff, maybe we'll do a fan Q&A section where we just answer all the burning questions from all our fans out there.
That's right. Maybe they want to know who Matt's favorite Ninja Turtle is. Yeah, the people want to know.
Anyone that knows me already knows that answer pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm just saying, throwing it out there.
We'll save that for when we get around to the Ninja Turtles. It is high on our list to cover. So, yeah.
Noah here, back with the answer for this week's trivia. So who was that Pizza Hut manager turned legendary football coach? It was none other than the tuna man himself, Bill Parcells. Although, it seems like his nickname probably should have been anchovy rather than tuna. Anyway, back to the Rad Dads.
Well, Matt, I don't know about you, but I've had my fill of pizza for tonight. I think that's going to wrap it up here for episode number 2 of the Two Rad Dads podcast.
Yeah, this was a great little jaunt down memory lane, and, some mixed feelings I had about this, because, as I mentioned, I hate reading, but, I always enjoy a good pizza, so it was fun doing this, learned a few things about Book It, surprised that it's still going on, and they just hit, 40 years.
Yeah, it's an impressive milestone.
Yeah. So for everyone, you can follow us on Instagram at tworaddads, on Facebook at tworaddads, or you can email us your questions or topic ideas, or just any feedback.
Anything else.
Just tworaddads at outlook.com, and it's spelled out to TWO, not the number 2. We've got some people trying to find us, and they were putting the number 2, and there's a few other Two Rad Dads ish names,
imposters.
out there. So just to clarify for that, and till next time,
stay rad.
Yeah. Well, I haven't hit record yet. It's still green. My bad.